Hey everyone, Ray the Dashing Womble here. Thanks for visiting my YouTube channel and watching all the videos. Hopefully they've entertained you or given you some information. If you found them interesting at all, why not share them with some friends or family? Or if you just found them like torture, send them off to your enemies. I can do some good somewhere. Anyway, yeah, if you've not already done so, how about just subscribing? It's free and it helps the channel grow. And maybe I'll be out if you've been buying a new pair of less wonkier glasses. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Don't forget, if you've found any of the particular videos entertaining, click a thumbs up on them. That way it lets the YouTube know that someone's actually enjoyed the video. Anyway, thanks again. Cheers for watching and enjoy. Hey everyone, Ray the Dashing Womble here. Hope everyone had a great Wednesday. Had to think then, what day is it? Bloody hell. Yeah, hopefully you all did very well. I mean, it must have been something in this coffee. Anyway, it's now nearly 3 AM on a Thursday morning. And yes, I was having coffee. Well, a sort of coffee. I've got some stuff to do indoors, that boring stuff to do indoors that I needed some boost. So hence the coffee on the way home. I got the engine running because it was tad chilly. It is, well, it says it's 68. I don't know why I felt chilly. Anyway, started a bit earlier yesterday, about 4 o'clock or so. It's early for me, as many of you know. But anyway, wasn't a whole lot to start with. It wasn't that brilliant. But I went over to Fibers to sit over there and got a jack stack offer. Came through a little while later on, and went over there and did that, and didn't do it. You know, I did someone on Doordash. It wasn't. There was a lot of not so profitable offers come through. Usual, it seemed a lot more than usual. But anyway, so I did those, and of course I'm going to put everything up here as usual. I think after I did the jack stack offer is when I was getting back, came back towards town. It took me over to Lakewood area. Was that where I went? Seems like that's where I went. Anyway, over there somewhere. And then another offer came through on the way back into town. I think that's when that one came through. And it was for Pizza Hut. It was paying $7.50 possibly, around that price. Anyhow, so I went, yeah, sure, I'll take that. Oh, I know, I'd gone for the car wash. And as we were coming out, that's when the Pizza Hut offer came through. So when I pulled up to Pizza Hut outside there, right outside the door, and as I pulled up out there, the manager bloke was out there and he was like talking to someone else, shouting over to them, and then he goes, no, no, no. And he was pointing to me, and I went, uh-oh, what did I do? Anyhow, pulled up, got out, went in there. He rushed off in there. And so I goes in there and he says, oh, who are you here for? And I told him, I said, it must be one of yours because the name is jumbled up, but I think it's for whoever it was. I know, but anyway. And he went, okay, yeah. So I says, I feel like I was the topic of conversation when he turned up. He goes, yep. He says, saw you come up. He says, I needed a driver that's not going to consistently get my food delivered late. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. I think. And he says, yeah, he's got some Doordash drivers that work for him, and when there's not a lot else going on, when it's a bit low on work on Doordash, it's been often, so they go over to him and they work with him for whatever amount of time. And good idea, I suppose, but the only thing with that is, and I must ask him, if they do go on theirs, I don't think they have, well, it don't matter really, I suppose, but they don't have an app to work with. I think they just, they've got to know where they're going to, etc. So, but you can always plug it in the phone, plug the address in the phone, and it will take you right to it, hopefully. But anyway, so yeah, that was what that was about. Anyhow, so I looked up where I was going. Oh, okay. And went off and went back to Lakewood area and delivered that. I can't remember if it was just after that or not, but a little while later, at least maybe about 7:15 or so, we decided to stop and get some dinner. I guess I had some reward points or something from Skosky, so I went, oh, get at him. So had Skloskis for dinner. You know, if you're out and about and you eat out in the area that you dash in, etc., then look to get their apps. Look to see if they got any reward points in that. And then one, you'll get to know the restaurant that you're dealing with and the people within it and the changes within it. You can then decide whether you're going to recommend it or whatever. But if they've got like an app that's got reward points or whatever on there, just for taking a picture of the receipt, etc., then why not use that? I mean, use it to your advantage. Save yourself some cash. And the other way to save some cash on that is use the Upside app. If you got Upside you can get, just look on there, there's various restaurants on there, and you can get cashbacks from various restaurants in your area, as well as the petrol stations, of course. But if you use it with, like I think we've got one at, a few of them at the moment. I think one's a Mexican place and you're getting 20% cash back on it. I'm trying to think where else there was one. The other might be a Mexican place too. Maybe a Habanero's got it around about the 20% mark as well. Some go down to about, like Starbucks was on there. I don't know if it's still on there. And you only get like 2% cash back. But you know what? 2% cash back adds up. Just let the things add up in your Upside, a cashback account. And then when you need it, I mean, it's not going to make you a bloody fortune. But why let that 20% stay wherever it's going to stay? Put it back in your pocket, or in your, you know, it could be something towards, if you save for the year on it, who knows how much you'll whip in clock up on it. I go to whip in the petrol station with an awful lot. sure you do too, if you're dashing. So, you know, it all tots up. You know, if you're getting 10 cents a gallon back or 20 cents a gallon back on fuel every time you fill up. I mean, it varies what's it going to be and which petrol station you go to. Then, you know, you can get that cash back. Just let it do whatever it's going to do and fill up your cash back in your upside account. And then if you're getting food out and about, let that go also in your upside account. But the other thing is on saving money is like, if you've got a particular petrol station that you use, like a particular brand, I don't know about Quick Trip, I can't say about that. I go there a lot, but I don't get petrol there an awful lot unless I really have to. But I haven't figured out their app on that. I go to BP. Oh yeah, BP, I've got to get that. And go to BP, and I've got their app, and I get between 5 and 10 cents a gallon off, depending on what's going on. Most of the time it's 5 cents off a gallon, and that comes off immediately. So if it's like $3.50 a gallon, it goes down to $3.45 or $3.40, depending on what's going on, what price they let me have it off. And then you combine that with your upside, and you get some more off of that. And then also, if you've got a Dasher Direct card, they give you 2% off, 2% cash back on that. So if you combine your Vipin Dasher Direct card on your BP or whichever Vipin petrol company account that you've got, or the app that you use, and then combine it with your upside thing, you'll get more. So I get like, for me, when I go to get petrol, I get 5 cents off a gallon, between 5 and 10 cents off a gallon at BP. It comes off immediately. Then upside, I get whatever the daily thing is, or that time of the day cash back is. I think it was like 9 cents a gallon off when I went in there earlier. Or 9 cents a gallon cash back, excuse me. And then, I don't know, 3 or 4 days or whatever, that will reflect in my cashback account, in my upside account. But keep totting up. And also in your Dasher Direct card, Dasher Direct account, you got the monies that you earn from Doordashing, but also the cashback goes into a separate account. And then if you need to, just keep saving it. Just keep saving it until maybe you need it, or just use it for Christmas or something. It's a way to do it. And you might have other ways of doing it. If you've got other ways of doing things, then maybe share them with everyone else too. Anyhow, what happened? I went to, I can't remember what time it was. Oh, I'll tell you what happened. Couple of things. God, bloody hell, this coffee's sending me loopy. Anyway, we was going on a delivery, on the pizza delivery from Pizza Hut. Left there, headed towards 470, and I'm approaching 470. There's a slow person in the other lane that needs to come over, so I'm waiting for that one to come over. I mean, he was ahead, but it's like, will you get your ass over and we can line up and go? Well, anyway, I'm looking in my rear view mirror and in my driver's mirror, and I see this dipstick flipping racing up. They were way back. They raced up. And what did the flipping plonkers do? Instead of going behind me, they saw exactly what was going on. They came up. They went right up the arse of the car that was going slow, moved straight over in front of me. Now the camera, dash cam, got it all, of course. and the camera always shows it that we're not that close. Well, we were. And I'd already eased off because I saw exactly what was going to happen. And then this dipstick in the Nissan Altima, old flipping lump of crap it was. Anyway, goes through, pulls in front of us, and then goes straight over up to the ramp up onto Colburn Road. Absolute bloody idiot. Absolute bloody idiot. No need for it. No bloody need for it. There was room behind me. They could have just flipping slipped in behind me and gone straight up there. No, but they had to be an absolute bloody idiot. No matter, I've got them on dash cam and I'm going to put that video up there. Maybe, or I'll put it on the dash cam dumb shites flipping playlist. Or maybe I'll put them on both. But I did get their registration, so I can zoom in. I'd like to do that now. There seems to be a lot of flipping dumb shites. For sure. We don't all, I mean, we all make mistakes, but that one was an absolute complete plonker. Anyhow, so we carried on to do that. Later on, we were going off to do a delivery for, wasn't the Mint. I can't remember what the bloody hell I was going to deliver. Anyhow, but we was going off through the country down Lee Summit Road. And it was all nice and bright on the first part of Lee Summit Road from Lee Summit End. No problem. It was no problem at all. Then you get across the way from, you got University Health Centre there at the crossroads with Gregory. And so I go across there and then the road kind of deteriorates. But I'm going up there and I'm like looking at the phone going, oh, hang on, I thought we was turning here sometime soon. I went, oh crap. Every time this bloody road gets me, for some reason or other, whenever we go to this certain area, it always gets me. I think it's closer than what it really is. Bloody hell was that? Weird. Anyway, so we're going across and I'm looking at, I look at the map. Stupidly looked at the map. And as I looked at the map, I was like, well, what the bloody hell are we going down here? Because normally, you know, you can do two things at once and look at the road and look at the map as well. But I concentrated on the map. And I know that I'm going straight, which I was. But then I heard, whoa, 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 very loudly and very concerned. I look up and went, ah! Turn the car a bit. Video will be up. Maybe up here or in the other one. But
another one ran that way. Okay. Fortunately, I was watching.
Thankfully. I just looked at the map like going, oh, there's ways up there. Wow, wow, wow! Ah!
They were panicking too.
So, oh shit, no! Bloody lunatics not watching!
Mrs. Lunatic is.
There were some deers in the road. Oh, well, they were off to the side, and then one decided that it wanted to run across the road. It didn't know which way to go. I'd already stopped and turned the car to one, swerved it. I wasn't going awfully fast. I was able to stop, no problem. I don't know, maybe I was doing 30, something just over that. But anyway, luckily Mrs. Womble was watching. I can't believe it. Deers, bloody deers are every sodding where. We'd been through deer country earlier on in the dark. I went slow through there. Well, I went slower than normal through there. I was watching. The one time I take my bloody eyes off the road. Holy shit. I sort of had my eyes off the road, but I was more focused on the map. And bloody things. And did you think I saw one bloody deer on the way home coming up through the country? I was watching the rip for deer every bloody where. Not one. I went for all the points where I know where the little creatures are, and not one did I see. Did see a possum, but that possum took one look at us and ran back in the bushes like a bat. I'd never seen one move so quick. Mrs. Womble said my reputation preceded it, because we was going through Kansas one evening whilst out door dashing out there in the early hours, and a possum ran out on the road. Possum's got an Anne Boleyn. Head was cut off. I saw it go past. Oh, not very good. But anyway, doesn't mean it hit the damn thing, but why did it run out on the road? Anyway, don't like running over creatures. I'm sure they don't either, but anyway. So that was my madness for the evening, or part of it. Then we went over to Blue Springs, and I got the Doordash on. It was after maybe midnight or so. No, it was about 11:30 or something. And decided to go over to Blue Springs. And I had Uber Eats on. I'd got, I'd scheduled us to, because I turned everything off a Doordash and went, oh, okay, I'll go straight over to Blue Springs. Shit. Because I'd already scheduled to be there, and it started, I think it was like 12 or 12:30 that I could start. But then I turned everything off and went, oh, bollocks. It's grey over there. Well, I'll head there anyway. So I was heading there, and then Uber Eats came up with pickup at, I can't remember what it was, maybe Pancho's it was. Went off and done a pickup there. They were paying decent money, that's for sure, on those, and I did 2 or 3 on up that way. Did all right. Did pretty well actually on just Uber Eats alone. There was a couple of other ones that came through that were absolute flipping daft, but no, those ones. But then I did a delivery for Uber Eats to Independence, and I wasn't sure whereabouts it was going at the time, but it was paying pretty decent. So took that over there. Went to a pretty nice house actually. I mean, it weren't flipping a mansion or anything, but it was nice. Nice road and that. And so I get that one done. I can't remember how much it was paying, but it might have been $20 or so. All of that would have been put up here. Or maybe not, way back. But anyway. But I came out of there, and I'm heading back towards I'm trying to figure out my way to get back to Blue Springs, trying to figure out where I'm at. And because don't often deliver over that way, and all, it's a lot of it's flipping pretty new anyway, and it's somewhat familiar with it, somewhat. Mrs. Womble's somewhat familiar with it, but it's new roads growing every bloody where. But anyway, we found our way back to civilization, or on the way back to civilization, as Chuck from Dashing Across America always says. It's always so funny. But and then this offer comes in on Uber Eats for Wendy's, and that particular Wendy's was probably about 3 miles or so, 3-4 miles away from us. And I looked at it and I went, whoa, pull over and looked at that. Nearly $40 this flipping offer came in it. So I took it. And then I pulled over and went, nah, we've had this before. And actually it was at a Wendy's that was much closer than where we was. And always check. This one came in just before midnight, paying nearly $40. And when I stopped, I went, nah, let's do this. Who's this for? And I called the restaurant because I didn't want to go all the way there. Because now it's at just past midnight. And the number just kept ringing and ringing and ringing. And said to Mrs. Womble, check on when the restaurant closed. So she says, oh, it says it's already closed. Well, by the time I get there, no one's going to be there waiting for it. No one's answering the phone. I know it's paying nearly $40, but we played this game before. You know, and it was only 4 bloody items. And I went, and if it's like 3 or 4 miles to the restaurant, it ain't going to go much further where I've got to deliver the bloody thing. So, either someone's been pulling a fast one and we won't get all of that monies, or if we're going to get there, the restaurant's going to be closed, and then I've got to get on to support, be on there for 20 minutes or so, just to get the $3. So I went, no, I ain't playing that game. Dush. Declined it. Done it before. It was a pity to lose that money, or not get that money rather. But I'm not playing that game again. It's bloody Uber Eats. You have to watch. You have to somewhat know your market. If you know that the restaurant's closing at midnight, and it's like, I think it was like 12:05 or something by then, around about that. And by the time I would have figured out how to get my ass out of where it was and up there, they would have been long gone. I mean, Wendy's, most of the time, whenever we've been at Wendy's, they ain't exactly been that happy to be there. And if they get a chance to get out early, they've gone. They just, Wendy's the Wendy's that we've been experienced in our market or around our market have not been brilliant at all. So yeah, I just dropped it. Push. Again, I hated a flipping drop it, but I just don't want to play that bloody game again. So moved on to the next one. Went off and picked up another one. I think it was like paying, oh yeah, the next one that came in, oh for fuck's sake. Next one came in and it was I took it. I didn't remember how much it was showing when I took it. After I taken it, excuse me, and it was from Whataburger. I generally don't do Whataburger. And when I took it, I went, well, it's going to Blue Springs, that's where we're going. All right, I'll do it. I took it. But I thought it was the Whataburger in Independence. This one wants to send us to the one in Blue Springs. And that's where it's delivering, Blue Springs. And that happened to be where we were going anyway. And I went, all right, but why is it telling me to go that way? That's why I was confused about it. It's like, Whataburger's down there on the right. No, it wants to send me the other one. All right. So we get in that line. This is why I don't go to Whataburger. What a bloody wait. I had a bloke that was working there before we went in there overnight, and he was very good, but I don't know what's happened. I mean, the person over the speaker was like, I may help you. All right, enthusiastic, are we? Realise you're not in a flipping fantastic job, probably, but bam. Anyway, finally I texted the customer, messaged the customer and said, waiting on your order, looks like we'll be at a little while. As soon as it's done, as soon as I've got it in our hands, I'll be on my way. I'll be with you as soon as I can. Never heard a bloody thing. So, we finally get the food. We go over to wherever this bloody place was. I hadn't been in that part of the area before. And again, I'm using Uber Maps, which I'm not too fond of. Although the last time I had used it earlier on in the evening, it actually showed the numbers of the houses, which helped a whole flipping lot. But because I've gone up to one house and went, no, that can't be it, and went, oh, okay, so this is the one then, right. Because you can't see the flipping numbers from the bloody road half the time. But, so I guess this ad gets into the road where this is going to go, and it looks at the first, it's in a cul-de-sac. So it looks at the first one, okay, it's not that looking one. And then, so these numbers are not making any bloody sense. And finally, flipping, I called the customer. I'd already sent the customer a text, heard nothing. Finally, I called them. Look, all I want is a verification. Stick your head out the bloody door so I know which house I'm going to. No reply. Fucking people know that you're bloody well coming. Why the hell don't they why aren't they vipping there, ready and waiting? You know, every time I'm expecting food, which I haven't done in a long, long time, but every time I have done, I've been out here waiting. I don't want to drive it straight through and vipping go everything. I mean, I tell them, I'm out here, I've got to leave the hazard lights on in the car and tell them what vehicles are on the drive or whatever. But I know it's the middle of the bloody night, for crying out loud, but it can't be that bad because you're ordering food at the middle of the night. So be out there, be waiting. You can see on the bloody app when we get in here. Anyhow, I weren't happy. So I finds the house and I goes up. There's a little table outside the door and that. Put the food on there. I'm like, what the fucking hell didn't you bloody well answer your phone, you fucking idiot? They had a Ring camera there. Bollocks, so they fucking watch it. And I was like, I just wanted you to bloody well answer or just answer your text or your flipping phone and tell me what the front door looks like. Because unlike the new feature on Doordash, Uber Eats hasn't advanced to that yet. So I think that Doordash is more advanced than Uber Eats. No more advanced than anyone. Anyhow, that's it. Finished moaning. Didn't have any McDonald's tonight orders in Blue Springs. Didn't get over there. Parked over there. Didn't get anything that was worthwhile doing. But anyway, finally finished about just before 2 a.m. Was going to work till 4, but just decided to give up a bit early and get home. Got some stuff to do at home. So I'll hopefully get that done before long. And then it's got to be up somewhat early because tomorrow or today Chiefs are playing. So got to be out for that. It'll be early evening, I think maybe 7 o'clock or so. So I'm already scheduled, I think, to work. So if not, I'm going to do it in a minute. And be out there to get that. Hopefully reap some rewards from that. Hopefully they bloody well win. Anyway, because it makes people happier. Anyway, I'm going to get off now. Can't remember if there's anything else to say, but thanks for watching. And hopefully you'll do well on Thursday. Crikey. And be safe, and hopefully you'll learn well. Alright, thanks for watching. Cheers. Ta-da.